welcome to day 11 of our play along videos in our January challenge 2018, and this is the 5th day of working on Wendy Stewart's piece, and today we're filling it out fuller. We'll start with a nice full speed play along and then I'll slow it down a bit, you know the gist now. So today's just our 2 bars, bars 25 and 26. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we'll do that a little bit slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and now I'm going to do it quite a bit slower as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Such a lovely piece. It doesn't need to go too fast, to be fair. Lovely. So if you'd like to stick around now, I will now go through today's learning in our support video. So what we have here is the tune again, our Navu tune, just that first phrase. G, D, C, D, B, C, D, B, just like we did a couple of days ago on day 9. The only difference here is that it's filled it out a bit. Now you could choose to say, okay, I do want to try and fill out our left hand with the details that are here, but I'm going to stick with my fingering and the notes at the top, just going to keep those like they were for day 9. So you could carry on with 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, and you could just do that and that would be fine. If you want to fill it out fully, what we've got on that first chord, so you won't play it with a 3 now, you're going to put your thumb on the G and open your fingers out to either side of the red. Okay, this is called a first inversion G chord. If you were to also stick your 4th finger on to complete the octave, you would have a G arpeggio there, G minor as it happens because of the B flat, but you'd have a G arpeggio there. But we haven't got that G at the bottom. It's been moved, inverted, turned on its head. The G's jumped to the top. So we've just got here, so we've inverted it 1 time, so it's a first inversion. So that chord happens all together really neatly, and we make sure that the thumb is the note we can hear. And then we jump up 1, 2, 1, D, C, D. And then we put finger 2 on the B and thumb on the C. And we're going to play a chord. So we're going to open out, leaving the thumb on the red C, to either side of our black note. So it's another first inversion shape, this time on a C chord. Okay, the D is on its own, and for once, because of where we're going next and where we've just been, we're just going to use our thumb for that note on its own. So really bend it in beautifully to get a good sound. And then jump down a little bit to a B just below the red, a G just a couple of notes away, a couple of strings away, and then reach your 3rd out to have a bigger gap so that you're on the D. So you've got the B with your thumb, and then finger 2 is 1 above your black string, and finger 3 is 1 above your red string. And that's a second inversion chord. So we're back to a G chord, because if I put that D up there, you'd have a nice G triad. But the G's been jumped up, the B's been jumped up, so it's a second inversion, and we play that chord. Okay, let's put that all together then. So we've got this first shape, thumb on the G, fingers either side of the red, and I'll count you in and you can maybe join in. Nice and steady, I'll give us 1 and counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and D, C, D and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so try that again. So G in the thumb, fingers either side of the red. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Great, well done. Now this left hand, it looks very busy, but if we keep it at a nice steady pace, we can achieve this. So the first shape there is a G octave, so 4 on the G at the base, thumb on the G up here, and keep that finger quite low. And then let your middle finger, I'll just show you with my other hand, let your middle finger just pop out without doing any sort of curving round, just let it fall out onto the D, and that D is 5 notes up from the bottom. G is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the D. So we've got the octave and the 5th in the middle, and I quite often call that just one of those, because that particular shape, okay? So we play these one after the other, starting with the lowest note, but we've also got to place beyond it. So we'll play the 4 and the 2, so we'll go 4, 2, and then cross under. So you've got your thumb on the G, cross under, 1 string to the A. So you play your thumb now because we're still heading up. Then move your thumb onto the next string up. We're still heading up, so play your A, finger 2. And now we're going to head back down. So put 2 and 3 on so that you've got 3 notes in a row on those 3 clears. And we're heading down, so we start on the highest one, finger 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's just try that. I'll talk you through it. So I'm playing G, D, G, A, B, A, G. Okay? Would you like to do that with me? Okay, G, D, G, ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Well done. That's really good. Try and be very clean going back on. Try and avoid any buzzes if you can. Buzzy strings are strings that are vibrating and are hitting your finger as you go back on. So if you can be on really firmly when you replace your fingers, you'll stop that buzz dead because you'll stop the string vibrating. Okay, let's try that again. G, D, G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, good. Our next bar has got a C, one of those. So the octave C, let your finger 2 just fall out. And where it wants to fall, if you've got a nice sort of shape, will almost certainly just be on that 5th, on that G. So you're going to play C, G, C. And then, and you can practice this move now, give that a little squeeze without playing it. And then move down to the same shape, G, D, G. The octave and the 5th, one of those. Go back up to your red, C, G, C. Jump down to G, D, G. G, D, G is one above all the colours. Okay, so starting on the red one, we'll play it together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and. Good, should we try that again? Go back to your C, your red note. 3 and 4 and. Good. Okay, so let's put all of that left hand together from the G, D, G. Okay, bar 25, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Okay, I'm going to put the top hand with that. For now, you keep going with that left hand, okay? But just so you can hear how it goes. So you play your left hand and I'll play both and we'll count in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. And if we don't panic, there's actually nice bits of space in those crotchet beats. Dum, 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 and so there's room in there, okay? Okay, we're going to go again. You do your left hand one more time, please. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. play it again. This time, can you do your right hand? So right hand was thumb on the G just above the black. Fingers 2 and 3 falling out either side of the red. Then you play D, C, D. Then you go B, C, but on the C you've got a chord, so you let the fingers fall out either side of the black. Then you do D on its own, and then we have a D, G, B. B's the top note there. Okay, so you play that in time, and I'll cover the left hand for you this time. So if you focus on your right hand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Super, okay. Do that again. Again, you can just do your right hand, or if you feel up to it, you can join in with both hands. We will do it again after this though, for you to try it hands together. So just your right or both hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now I'd like you to give it a go, hands together. Okay, it might be you revert your top hand to just doing the simpler tune without the full chords, or you try the whole thing. Keep it really nice and steady and just do what you're able to, but see if you can get some of both hands working together. Here we go. Count you in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Well done. Really, really good. We'll do it one last time. Again, try hands together, and that will be us finished for today. You can obviously replay this last section again if you want to have another go through with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Super, well done.